Hello, everybody, and welcome to the season premiere of the Witness Protection Podcast. As always, I'm the biracial bad boy JC Heat, kicking off season 3 of the podcast. And on our debut episode, we have black metal band Sarcophagic will be live in the studio. So take a look.
Start with me.
Yes, start with you.
Lateralus from Tool.
Okay,
No question.
that's it.
Favorite album that I can listen to like all the time. I have to say, Metal Band 5000.
Really?
Yeah. PM5K. What the fuck's? I can't remember the name of the album though. The one with when Worlds Collide.
I think it was When Worlds Collide.
Is the actual name of the album
so.
Worlds
I
Collide?
That's what Wikipedia is for. Hold on. I think it was When Worlds Collide. I
But
think that's the name
that
of it.
album, like I can listen to that from top to bottom. I can sing that from top to bottom. Not that or Static X, Wisconsin Death
Death
Trip.
Trip, yeah.
Always.
I just put that in my CD rotation in my
It
car.
is a great fucking.
Along
like,
with Dopes, Felons, and Revolutionaries. So I can blast fuck the police.
nah.
The underground.
Wow.
And moving on, what's your?
If I got to choose one, that's a really hard decision for metal.
Like the Stars Revolt.
There's a couple of
Thank you.
Gorgoroth / Godseed albums I might select. Satyricons, Nemesis Divina. Always, I think, if you could count Manson as metal, I think it would be an I Cry Superstar. I think I'd have to go with that
No,
one.
you can. It still counts as metal.
But if you're going to count that as hard rock, then it would have to be something like Nemesis Divina or Gorgoroth's Twilight of the Idol. Diary of Dreams is what got me writing music in the first place. And standard angry, aggro, industrial bands. Manson was always a big one. Rammstein. But then lots of other, that kind of weird stuff. I like weird and evil music. Like, I think what is really getting me going right now is stuff like Das-ish, where it's almost theatrical and zany, but having a metal edge to it. So, I think that's showing up a lot in my music lately, the stuff I've been writing. But I'm also feeling a lot of, I need to write more black metal oriented kind of things. So it's really what I feel at the moment. I'll sit down and start to write something real brutal and come out with something completely different. It's wherever the music takes me when I write, so.
When did you know you wanted to be in the rock business?
Never.
Never.
Never. It was always a hobby. It wasn't me trying to be anything. It was me sitting at my computer going, I want to write music. But it wasn't ever like, I want to do this for a living, or I want to... It was just stuff to entertain me and keep me busy, keep my mind going. And what started as just fooling around became an obsession, and now I've written probably close to well over 24 albums.
Why are you
Lots
looking
of
at
music.
me?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. It was never a goal, it's just what I ended up doing. It's where the artistic nonsense led me to go.
Inspirations in metal. The amount of inspirations that I can name could technically take up probably all of your video data on this thing,
Yeah.
but I'll go with the basics. Inspirations in metal, like Al Jorgensen with Ministry. You got fucking, surprisingly, like Depeche Mode, they influence a lot of my music. Good old fashioned rockers, you know, bring it back to the days of AC/DC, Led Zepp. Like when it comes to like getting into the, you know, the heavy, the melodic stuff like that. Like I usually go back to my old school roots, which, you know, have more of an influence. But when you start getting into the more, newer stuff, like what we have playing in the background right now, Fear Factory, like bands like that, Spine Shank, System of a Down, fucking, what the fuck's the other band? Cold Chamber. Like stuff along those lines. Like that's the stuff that like gave me the inspiration to just make music that just had such an impact musically and like verbally. Like this has those lyrics that just like hit home, no matter what. It's like it's something that somebody's going through, something that somebody wants to do, something somebody wants to say. It's like things along those lines.
We were introduced to Jared, who wanted to kind of do everything we did. So we got in contact with him, asked him if he'd want to play guitar for us in the band we were doing. He wanted to do his more industrial project kind of thing, which RJ and I have always wanted to be a part of.
So at this point in the interview, I asked the fellas a question about Gene Simmons. Now, Gene has said some things about the fans killing rock and roll, and that music sharing has hurt the industry. So I figured, the guys could respond to this, and they did. Take a look.
Look, everybody's exactly in the same Kiss business as Kiss is in. We just do it a zillion times bigger. Everybody goes out on tour and sells t-shirts. You're in the Kiss business, baby. See, when you buy a t-shirt, you don't get music. You're in the licensing and merchandising business. The only thing everybody's complaining about are the punk bands and thrash bands, although there are no more of those. Whatever you want, death metal band, I'm not like Kiss. Yes, you are. You're goddamn straight you are. Johnny Lydon has always been straight up about it.
Yeah, I know. He's very honest.
Very honest. This sucks. You better pay me money. And that's life. We're all exactly the fuck the same. And anybody that tells you that they want less money in life, be suspicious of this person.
Good. Be suspicious of us. Fuck you.
Everybody wants more money. I just want enough money to get. You're full of shit. It's never enough. You know when it's enough? When you're dead. That's when it's enough.
Wow. You could not be any more.
What is your involvement in the music industry?
He's missing the yarmulke, but yeah.
I support new bands. But there's no more record industry. I went on record initially when Kazaa and all the download sites went on. This is robbery. This will kill the music industry. You will all be sorry. The record industries are just about to roll over and die. The entire industry is in chaos because anything you give away for free will come back and fuck you up. The biggest music on earth is rap music because rockers stopped acting like rock stars. You didn't want to show people that you had big houses. You didn't want to show them that you were surrounded by beautiful women with big tits, which we all love. Don't kid yourself. You wouldn't wear your jewelry. You didn't want to drive around your fast cars. And we started to look like bums. And who didn't? Rappers. Rappers are the new rock stars who feel great, comfortable.
Oh, God, that just made my skin
flip you off. When you see, you like my house, they throw money on the screen, and they're rock stars. We want our rock stars to be unlike ordinary people. Well, the rock stars became ordinary people. The record industry sucked and rolled over, wasn't litigious. You'll only get the respect you demand. They didn't go after all those college kids, hundreds of thousands, and wipe them off the face of the earth for infringing on artists' rights. The record industry is dead because of the fans. They killed it. And what you have now is chaos because that happened. And so what's going on with new bands? Good luck. My God, how the fuck are you going to put a new record out there? You're not going to get an advance or very little.
If I didn't hate Kiss
Tour
before,
support is out there.
Oh my God,
unless you're an emo band or rap, you're dead.
It's like watching like Bill
How are
O'Reilly
you
or
going
any
to
of
be a
these
punk
people
band
on
and
Fox
come out
talk?
here and
It's
try
like,
to make
please
a
stop,
living?
please stop, please
Without
stop, please
it,
stop.
of course, having to deal with all the other punkers who say it's not about the money.
The
Let's
record
put that
sales
aside.
are
But how are you
dead.
going to
The
be the next?
industry is
Can you guys react to the Gene Simmons clip now? I do have tape, and I'm going to give you guys about 5 to 10 minutes, if anybody, or maybe less.
Okay, oh, it's recording right now?
Yes, it is.
Fuck Gene Simmons!
Okay. Anybody else?
I think everybody has. I'm surprised, Charlie Sheen was when it came out with HIV, not fucking Gene Simmons. But
The whole thing that defeats him is like he's all angry that it's all about money to him. It's all about being rich and successful.
It's all licensing deals.
It's not what it's about. The internet has given us things like Pandora and YouTube and Spotify and Bandcamp. Bandcamp will allow any motherfucker that goes out, buys a bottom line MacBook, can record and write music, put it up for sale in a matter of however long it takes to write. And you can instantly go find it, download it, without any having to find a label or go put up posters and go to record shops and say like, hey, or you go to DJs, can you play this? It's right there, accessible instantly to everyone. And then what you create stands on its own, and that's how it's... And it's not... it's better for creativity. It's a million times better for creativity.
Like I was saying, like it's part of it is the fans, because it's not the fans themselves. It's just the dumbing down of society these days, and they just don't want to think. So you want, lack of a better term, dumber and dumber music. You want the same out of your metal. You want the same breakdown, the same screaming, the same look of the band.
You want something that's easy to follow.
Yeah,
it's become about products, not art.
And that's where the record label comes in, because they realize that, okay, there are these stupid fucking teenagers that want to see this band and this band. Okay, they're similar, so let's just keep signing everybody that sounds just like them. Let's ignore bands out there that have something new to offer, because, well, that's not going to make us money right now. And that's where the problem is, and it's like what Gene Simmons is doing, like what you're saying. It's about money with him. When he's sitting there in the middle of an interview with Henry Rollins, again, I'm surprised he didn't jump up and punch him in the goddamn face, when he's sitting there trying to shell his fucking Visa card to the world. It's advertising now. It's not music. If he could put a brand logo on every single CD, Visa, right in the fucking front cover, that's exactly what he would do.
Don't you think he has kind of a point when he says rappers are over the top, they throw money around, they don't give a fuck?
They do, but they also have next to no talent half the time.
But they've been like that before.
Yeah.
Like, this is nothing new with them.
No.
Oh yeah, when we bumped into each other, and then I turned to you and I gave you the look of death, and then I slammed the mic stand against your face, and you had that look of absolute, oh shit, did I really piss him off?
Now I gotta get that. You need to respond to this.
So, middle of this the show with Fractured Fairy Tales, I go up behind him and like have my arm around him, middle of Scrick. He just turns with this look of just anger, and I couldn't tell if he wanted to kill me or if he was just staying in his character for that moment. And next thing I know, he's taking his mic stand and like beating me back. And there's a picture on our Facebook of my reaction as I'm getting hit in the face with this, and it was the weirdest moment. And the entire time I'm thinking, shit, I just pissed him off. He is going to murder me.
Is there any
this.
Rebuttal to that? Anything you would like to add to that?
No, that was fun.
That was fun.
When I'm on stage, I become a total psychopath. And they both know this. They know if I freak out at them and throw something at them, it's not personal. It's just you get like high on the moment.
Yeah.
I think now I remember shaving Lynn's head.
Yeah, that was
that. I think
that
now
was
that
cool.
I think of it, I think that eclipses that moment.
This happened on stage.
Yeah, during
During the song.
during Field of Human Candles, which is about the most horrible, tragic parts of the Holocaust. During the solo, right where everything would
shit
be.
right there.
What?
Some hardcore shit.
Yeah, right where everything terrible would be happen at like Auschwitz or Treblinka or wherever. Rob was playing the solo. They're doing their thing, and then I shave our friend Lynn's head like ritualistically during the solo, and there were like people screaming in the audience, and it was pretty cool. I get to say that. That's a bucket list item.
Yeah.
That's definitely a bucket list item.
So is there anything you want to tell your fans?
I don't know. Like, keep it up, pay more attention. When I was less serious with writing music, I used to just pirate the living shit out of everything. And now as spending money on gear and all my time and everything, it means the world to me if someone is willing to go and click PayPal to purchase an album. I haven't pirated anything in probably 3 years, 4 years now. Like, if I like anything at all, I go and buy it.